Hey there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the first Chiefs Rays Bolts power rankings. Should have done this from week 1, but if I'm still around on YouTube next season, I will start from week 1. Alright, let's start it off at number 32. I have the Cleveland Browns. Well, because they're the Cleveland Browns, still haven't won yet. And funny fact, they actually went 4-0 in the preseason. Next up, you got the New York Giants at 31, 2-10. Trash as fuck. Somehow the Chiefs lost to these bitches. At 30, we have the goddamn Denver Broncos. Just shut out the Jets. Fuck you, Josh McCown. Score me negative points in fantasy. God damn it, I knew I should have started Cam Newton. Anyway, we have the Houston Texans at 29. I think everybody is missing Deshaun Watson. It's really a shame that he got injured early in the season, but he will be back healthy next year, and I don't know if he's going to go through a sophomore slump or whatever, but I'm pretty excited for his return, and so is everybody else. Chicago Bears at 28. They've had a couple they've upset a couple teams this year. Like they've beat the Steelers, and they've beat some other teams I can't really remember. So, you know, they don't suck, but yeah, they're eliminated from the playoff race, so they kind of suck. The Indianapolis Colts, very quiet team. That's because they're trash as fuck. San Francisco 49ers at 26, 2-10. Actually, I think they're 3-10 now. This is just a bit outdated. The reason I have them higher than some of the teams with a better record is because San Francisco, ever since they picked up Jimmy Garoppolo, it seems like they've been picking up some wins. So I feel like they can keep that pace up, and they could win out. They could possibly win out. So yeah, and then you got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at 25. I still really think they should have beat the Patriots. I blame Nick Folk, and so does everybody else. Nick Folk, if he didn't miss 3 field goals, then the Buccaneers would have actually won that game. So, you don't really know which team you're going to get. You're going to get one that shows up, you're going to get one that doesn't. And the Buccaneers just have been really trash lately. Eliminated from the playoff picture, and yeah, better luck next year. At 24, we have the Cincinnati Bengals. Very quiet team. That's because they are trash. I think they are, 5-8 or 6-7. One of those two. I think they're 5-8. They're picking up wins, but nobody's actually paying attention because nobody really cares about Cincinnati. 23, the Arizona Cardinals. I was surprised to see them win this week. I forgot who they beat, but I remember they were not the favorites. So it was pretty surprising to see the Cardinals pick up the win today. But yeah, we got the Redskins, 22. They started off strong, but they've turned pretty bad. They're bad now. The New York Jets, fuck off, Josh McCown, negative 2 points. See, a quarterback, I don't think I've seen a quarterback score under 10 points in my fantasy league this season yet. Until today, not only did he get less than 10 points, but he got in the negatives. He lost me points. Oh my god, it's so bad. Josh McCown sucks now. But yeah, they got shut out by the trash as fuck Denver Broncos. Yeah, 21's all you deserve. Dolphins, better than the Jets. I know that they would have actually scored against the Broncos, the Dolphins. But okay, here's the deal, right, with the Dolphins. Every week when I make my predictions, the Dolphins games are the hardest to predict for me because I have no idea if the trash team is going to show up or if the good team's going to show up. It's so hard to tell, honestly. So, Dolphins, man, they're so unpredictable. Anyway, the Oakland Raiders, 6-7 now. Just lost to my Chiefs, which basically killed them. I think from that loss, they probably will not make the playoffs this year. And, yeah, 19. Buffalo Bills at 18. Buffalo Bills are better than the Raiders. I can say that. I don't know if I know they've played each other this year. Or at least they're supposed to play each other this year. I don't know if they lost or won, but, you know, the Bills are just, I think, is a better team than the Raiders. So, you know, the Bills are up there. And they just won that game in overtime against the Colts, I think. They're pretty trash, but they're not total trash. The Green Bay Packers, you almost lost to the goddamn Browns today. You got so lucky with that overtime win. I honestly thought you were going to lose to the Browns because you were losing with about a minute left in the game. But then you came back and then got the go-ahead touchdown in overtime. Yeah, Packers, you're nothing. You're literally nothing without Aaron Rodgers. I will try to get through these a little faster because I know you probably don't want to hear me talk about each individual team. The Detroit Lions, look how many 6-6 teams there were last week. The Detroit Lions, a quiet team, honestly, not very good. Dallas Cowboys, also not very good. Dak Prescott going through a sophomore slump. And now, because I'm a Chiefs fan, you guys probably assume, oh my god, he's probably going to have them at top 5. No, I'm trying to be as fair as possible with this. Chiefs at 14, I don't know. Some people probably want them a bit lower, like maybe in the 20s still. But they did just beat the Raiders. They lost to the trash Giants. They lost to the trash Bills. They lost to the trash Jets. Which is inexcusable. I think this franchise is struggling with injuries pretty badly right now. We have key defensive players out almost every week. We've had Eric Berry out all season. We've had some key players out like Chris Conley. It's just a struggle for the Chiefs right now. And I'm not blaming it all on injuries. It's also due to the fact that our defense doesn't know when to show up. So the Chiefs are also a very unpredictable team. You don't know if the defense is going to show up, or you don't know if they want to go to sleep. Chiefs are just like it's been a struggle this year, and I honestly don't think we're going to make the playoffs. I think we're going to lose to the Chargers next week, and I think from there, I think the Chargers will probably win the division and make the playoffs. I'm trying to keep my hopes up. I still have hope. I still have faith in my Chiefs. But yeah, moving on, the Baltimore Ravens at number 13. 1 fucking point you lost to against the Steelers. If you beat the Steelers, you'd be in the top 10 right now. I'll just say that. Baltimore Ravens, you're not that good. I mean, you've lost to some trash teams, and you've barely beaten some mediocre teams. So 13's all you deserve. 12, I have the Tennessee Titans, the quietest 8-4 team. I think 9-4 now. The quietest 9-4 team in the NFL. Nobody is paying attention to the Tennessee Titans, but they keep winning. It's just, I really don't think anybody gives a shit for them. They'll make the playoffs this year. I think they probably will sneak a wild card spot this year, and they'll probably get blown out in the wild card. The Atlanta Falcons started off pretty slow, starting to heat up a little bit, doing better. Seattle Seahawks at number 10 just beat the one-loss Eagles. Good job on your end, but I still think you're a pretty average team, honestly. I think you're not that great. I think you'll probably lose in the divisional round of the playoffs, or maybe even the wild card. The Los Angeles Chargers at number 9. Like I said, I think the Chargers are the best team in the AFC West, and I think they're going to win the division. As much as it pains me to say it, this is what I see happening. Chargers are just starting to, they're just really good. They're just really good right now. Okay, Philadelphia Eagles, the reason they are way low at 8 is because Carson Wentz is out for the year. Nick Foles comes in. Now, Nick Foles is average at best. Trust me, he was a Chief last year, and I saw him start one of the games because Alex Smith had a concussion. He's average at best. Nick Foles is not going to carry this team to a Super Bowl, and that's why they're dropped so low. Otherwise, they'd be top 3. Jacksonville Jaguars. I think the Jaguars, man, they're a huge surprise this year. I'm starting to even become a small fan of Jacksonville. I'm not gonna lie. Jacksonville's a very fun to watch team. Very fun to watch. And they were among the worst last year, so the fact that they'll most likely have a playoff spot this year and win the division is crazy. So, you know, Jacksonville is a good team, and they'll be fun to watch in the playoffs. Pittsburgh Steelers just clinched a playoff this year. Now, some people may be like, oh my god, you have them a little bit low. Yeah, that's because look at their scores. They've barely beaten some average teams, and they've even lost to some trash teams. The Steelers have been winning, but they're barely winning. The Carolina Panthers. You see, they don't have a good of a record as the Steelers do, but the Panthers at least have been winning some more. They've been winning against better opponents, if that makes sense. The Minnesota Vikings have also lost to some average teams, but they're really good right now. The Vikings are a good team, and they're going to get probably to the divisional, maybe even the conference round this year. Los Angeles Rams, another really fun to watch team this year. The Los Angeles Rams, who were among the worst last year, now going to make the playoffs. The Los Angeles Rams, fun team to watch this year. I can't wait to see them in the playoffs. New England Patriots. Yeah, I mean, only 2 losses. That says a lot. The Patriots are really good. Just really good. But like, if you look at their scores, they should have lost like at least 3 games. They should have lost. Go look at some of the scores, and you may be like, "Oh, well, they won." It's that. Well, you're saying that because you didn't watch the game like I did. I usually watch the Patriots game. Like, I'm saying, they should have lost to the Buccaneers. They should have lost to the Jets. Yes, the Jets. Now it may be like, "Oh my God, no, they shouldn't have. They won by a touchdown." Well, did you even watch the game? No, you didn't. That's why. Okay, and number 1, the New Orleans Saints. I think this is the best team in football right now. The New Orleans Saints are really good. Like, they've been blowing out people. They've just been blowing them out. Drew Brees looking like a superstar. This team could go all the way this year. And that is it for the whatever week power rankings, and I'll catch y'all later. Peace.